Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of OverVoice Season 3. Today I am joined by the lovely Charles Murtha. Charles, would you like to introduce yourself, my friend?
Sure, yeah. Sup, name's Charles Murtha or the dude. I'm a voice actor, sometimes video editor, and I'm all for vibes. Vibes,
Hell yeah.
good vibes, weird vibes, etc.
Hell yeah. I gotta ask, where does the dude come from? How come it's not, the guy or the person or something?
Um, I don't know. Like the dude was just a name that I came up with like a while ago. Like I don't know. Like I think I started using it on like early like my first few years of doing it
Oh yeah.
and like in the industry and like when I was using like Steam a whole bunch
Oh,
and
true.
when my computer could like run those games without it like completely tanking. Like I don't have a PC or anything, so it's like
Not fair.
I'm my laptop is like wheezing trying to run TF2.
Mm.
It's a lot. But the dude just kind of came like it's a name that I chose and it stuck. And I mean, it's a good name to yell out.
True. I guess it is.
Yeah.
It's really interesting because my first gaming account also started with "duh" as well because I was the Blazing Vic 4, so that was my. I also started with the "duh," so respect.
uh
Uh, but yeah, I was gonna ask, did you also do you when you get cast as stuff, and are you cast as the dude or are you cast as Charles Murphy or both?
I I like using both because like it gives people like see that was a problem when like with the name because whenever I would be like in like servers and like, oh hey, I go by the dude, and like they'd be like, oh hey dude, like are you, and like they'd address someone else and and I'd confuse it for myself, so
Oh
it
wow,
was
it
very
got to that point, huh? That's interesting.
it never got to that point. It started out like that.
Oh wow. Okay, so it's
Like
okay. So it started at the point. Nice.
I have considered maybe doing like a small rebrand, like making it sound like a element or something
Oh
like
yeah.
Dudium or something, but like
Oh, I
I
like that.
it's work in progress, but
Yeah.
it's I like what I got right now. If it works, it works. I mean that's pretty much it.
Yeah. I've got to say, this might show my age a little bit, but I if you ever make music, you gotta have like the dude Sandstorm. You know what I mean? You
The
know, like
dudes.
like the rude Sandstorm.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I got you.
Fuck, I'm old. Jesus.
No, don't no shame in it.
No, I appreciate it. But
Be
yeah,
proud.
I'll be proud.
Yeah.
I'm not as old as I think I am, but I don't know. It depends on the person. But
Mm.
yeah, Charles, how'd you get into voice acting, and what's your journey been like so far?
Well, it's been an interesting one. I I think my whole fascination with the voice acting was um like I would watch a lot of like early Pixar, like Finding Nemo, like a lot of burned DVDs from like my parents got and all that. And I remember like they had like DVDs of like weirder, like less known movies like Happily Never After and like Hoodwinked.
Oh, wait.
And
Yes.
like I noticed that like, hey, the wolf in that movie is played by the same guy who does like what's his name?
It's
Like
like
the
Joe and
boyfriend from B movie.
oh, Ken.
Yeah.
He's a winter boots.
Yeah. Oh, he's living my life.
Oh my god, they're gonna
Uh,
sound like Joe Swanson from Family Guy because he is that too. But yeah, Patrick Warburton, I think that's his name.
See, that's the thing though. I probably wouldn't recognize him as Joe because I wasn't allowed to watch that when I was little.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Honestly, I used to I used to like when this was back when watching on TV was a thing. So what I would do was I would put like of course if my family's around I put on like Disney or Nickelodeon or something. But when they're out
Mm.
of the room, I'll press the number for Comedy Central, and then it'll go to Family Guy. And if I can hear
Mm.
my parents come back into the room, I'll quickly press the number and go back to Disney or Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network or something.
Yeah, like I remember like I back when I a lot of things have moved around in the house I live in, but they used to have a computer with Netflix
Mm.
on like the computer where you would like go to the bookmarks and like, oh hey, there's Netflix. And I would like close the door, like not lock it, because I wasn't that like
Oh, fair.
I I wasn't that I didn't think it out that much, but like I would just close it, put on Fairly Odd Parents, because I don't know why, but like
Okay.
they didn't want me watching that, and I would just like check a couple episodes until I eventually got caught, and just so I was
I
like
mean,
I
to be fair, if you're watching like some of the older Fairly Odd Parents, they it gets a little sus. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of sexist jokes in Fairly Odd Parents. I only now realize that. It's like, oh my god, what the fuck, Cosmo? Jesus.
why would he say that? Why
Yeah,
would he do
there's
this?
like it wasn't just a one-time thing. This is like multiple over multiple seasons. So
Mm.
like, wow, all right. If I can understand it from that aspect, but like is I guess like, magic, is that like something that they didn't like or something? I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
it might be Mr. Crocker or something. It might just be him, to be honest.
I genuinely don't know. I've brought it up to them, but they never like they never really like they never really had an answer.
No, that's fair. It's my parent. It was the same with my parents watching Big Time Rush. Like apparently that was just a bad thing to do at the time. I just
Uh,
they just didn't like it. But I don't know. Maybe just didn't want it. Maybe just didn't want it to want us to see it. I don't know. It's weird. Like I don't know if like if you want to fast forward in the future, if you had hypothetically if you had children, what's like a cartoon which you would never let them watch? For me, if I was to say, I would probably say like probably it's either Flapjack or Johnny Bravo because Flapjack is can be a little bit traumatizing with the imagery, and I need not explain why Johnny Bravo.
um, I hmm. See, I have no idea, because like I feel like I feel like kids are smart enough to like know like I leave that up to interpretation, because like I remember like there were like a lot of like 90s kids are like super scared of like the Mario 64 piano, where like
Oh
as
yeah.
a late 2000s kid, I see that and it's like, you guys serious? Like this is what scares you?
I mean, to be fair, it's I think nowadays it's Giorno's piano for the newer kids.
Oh no, no.
But oh yeah, also Ren and Stimpy. I got
Oh,
fucking terrified of watching Ren and Stimpy, bro.
I get scared of that almost now, because like there's a thing to even now, like there's a lot about like John K cartoons. Thank God he's not in the business anymore. But
Oh
like
yeah.
a lot of his like cartoons were they have this era of like just secret hatred, or like just
Mm.
like where he, like he like it's this weird vibe of like just like he wanted to make like something like it's incredibly scattershot.
Yeah.
It's like you just have a normal like Ren will be like, or Stimpy will be like playing with his like just doing this dumb gag while Ren is like secretly plotting to kill him, and
Yeah.
it's like, this is for kids. This is
It's really strange. I don't know.
uh,
It just didn't really appeal to me that much. I don't know if I don't know if it was the art style or the fact that Rin just terrified me as a kid.
yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of weird cartoons out there. But I don't know. I don't know what the cartoon landscape is nowadays. Like at least I like on network television because like I think Cartoon Network is gone now, right? I think. I think.
It's gone. I think it's like it's in the like a lot of the people from Cartoon Network are still like trying to get work, but
Mhm. Yeah.
car it's in the process of like it's this whole war between like big like studios and like people who want to make cartoons, because like a lot of big corporations like they don't see it as the same value as a lot of people do. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of back and forth between just like big businesses using AI more often and more like just like cutting the budget of products of value.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because there are a lot of talented people out there that really do deserve a chance in the industry, and it sucks.
Yeah. I also do gotta ask though, because you mentioned something really interesting to me. Because you mentioned you grew up in the late 2000s. Because I grew up in the early 2000s, and and I've experienced the late 2000s, of course, because I'm still here. But I'm just really interested because like I don't know what it's like for you guys. Because like when I think of late 2000s, I think of Flow Rida, Pitbull, Black Eyed Peas, Kesha, all that stuff, party rock. That's what I think
Yeah.
of like the late 2000s. But for you, that's like you kind of grew up in that sort of thing. So like I really want to know like yeah, just how was it honestly? Like how did it feel?
The wonderful world of the year 2007
Mm,
was
good year that is.
2007 was a pretty good year, and that was the year I was born.
Yeah,
And I mean, to be honest, I don't remember much because I was one in that year, so like
fair.
not much of an impression. But like I grew up with like a Nintendo Wii, and like I
Yes.
remember like I got a lot of like movies, like animated movies that were from that era, like Robots, like
Oh,
Rio, like
oof, it's
bunch of
my
like
heart.
Blue Sky, Pixar, like a lot of 3D animation and a lot of like. See, the thing was is that like I grew up in an era of like the three, like just starting out 3D animation. So like DreamWorks, Pixar, like I said, and like I remember my grandmom was super into like old 2D movies. Like she really liked Snow White. She was a huge fan of
Oh,
like
nice.
she was a fan of Snow White. She was a fan of like a lot of the older Disney and such. And it was a very interesting look into the past.
Oh, that's very nice. Very sweet. Yeah, oh my God, you mentioned Rio. Oh my God, I think you're like the first person who's ever mentioned Rio on this fucking interview. I'm like, God damn, dude. Oh, wow.
For any Rio fans out there curious on my opinion, to the one of you out there, I think it wasn't as fun as I thought it was, and
Oh,
I don't think Jesse Eisenberg. No, that is that his name.
yeah, the one who plays Blue. Yeah,
Yeah, I I think that movie is at best. I don't know.
not fair. I love that movie way too much. I saw Rio 2 and I didn't like it. Not as much as the first one. I don't
I
know.
it's weird. I like that movie more.
Really? Is it
Weirdly,
because of Bruno Mars? The Bruno Mars bird.
I forget. Was he in that?
Yeah, he was like the one. He was the Blue McCall with like the emo hair, trying to.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was him. Yeah,
That's just hilarious.
yeah.
Um no, I mean I was like fascinated with like animals and stuff. So like in a rainforest setting, like to a
Yeah.
child fascinated with animals, that's like dreamland.
Oh hell yeah! What's your favorite animal?
Oh that's I I have I like a lot of weird animals. I like
Okay.
beluga whales. Beluga whales are
Oh,
just like
why beluga whale specifically?
I don't know. I mean, they're just cute. They're
Yeah,
like I've seen videos of like people shoveling ice into their mouths. So I mean,
fair.
it's like I look at that and say I relate because I do eat ice cubes.
Oh, same. Oh my god. This
My boy dinner.
Yeah, that's my boy dinner. Jesus Christ. I've met another person who also eats and munches on ice cubes. Oh my god.
Mm,
I thought I was insane. I thought I was the only one. That's
mm.
crazy. Um,
See,
yeah.
your parents tell you don't eat ice cubes. They ruin your teeth, but they don't.
Oh, I mean, I think they did kind of ruin my teeth. I did have to get braces and shit. My teeth were very like weird at the time. Uh,
Mm,
so I don't know if that was like responsible, but I still eat ice to this day. Like,
mm.
I'll just chomp it if I'm like bored because like it's just I don't know, it's like a natural instinct now. Unless it's really cold, like if it's like winter and shit, like I am not doing that.
Mm.
But but yeah, back to voice acting. Just we kind of went off on a tangent there for a little
Yes,
bit.
very, very much so. I was gonna say.
I'll get used to that. This is what this whole interview is at this point. It's just like talking about voice acting, tangent, will come back, and then more tangents, and just becomes like a random amalgamation of everything. I love it.
Hey, I mean,
But
I'm all for it. Let's
hell
do
yeah.
this.
But yeah, dude. How long have you been voice acting for, dude?
Currently, 3 years going on 4.
Nice. Hell yeah. Okay, so you started out when you were like 14, then damn.
Uh, thir- 13, 12, around there.
Wow, that's really young. I started when I was 16,
Uh,
so like damn. All right. Like how'd you feel like navigating like everything from like a young age?
what? Wait, say that again.
How'd you feel like, navigating like everything for like a young age? Like, because casting call Twitter and all that kind of stuff. I don't think any child should be on casting should be on Twitter. So like, me personally,
No,
I wouldn't want them to experience that. But
no, I did not. I think I joined Twitter in like late November of 2021. So it's
not fair.
like casting call and Discord was like the two places I would roam because like I I used to like see I would like go from place to place, like just sort of like a traveling merchant
Yeah.
of vocal wares. And I would like when I started out, I would be on like these like Microsoft has this like weird like service where it's like a social app for like games and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's not like the Game Pass or anything, but like if you had a game on your computer, you could like pull the thing up for that and just sort of like find communities on there.
Oh yeah,
And
that's right. Yeah, I
that
remember.
that put me on Discord where I like looked for voice acting stuff there. And then that sent me to Casting Call Club. Not really a place to hang out, but like more or
Oh
less
yeah.
just to find work.
Yeah.
And just sort of went there. Like I did my first couple of auditions that were just me sitting on a bed with a blanket on top,
Hey,
no
yo,
mic.
same. How are we like the same person? What the hell? But like, I also started under the bed as well with the blankets on
I
top. That's crazy.
well, I would sit on the bed and use my computer mic to record, which is
Oh, okay.
don't please
Yeah,
don't.
yeah. Don't do that.
I
But
look
I mean,
back at myself on in horror.
you got to start somewhere, right? Like, I think every voice actor has that experience when they look or hear back to their old editions and just cringe. So, like, if that, but that's a good sign. It means you're improving.
I mean, yeah, that's a thing for everyone. Everyone goes through that.
Yeah. But it's actually really interesting because, like, it's always like, um, you know, try something out. You're gonna be cringe at it. You're gonna suck at it at first. But like when you do things you like doing, you don't do it for the sake of, oh, I'm gonna put this out there. I suck. Because you
Hmm.
actually genuinely believe like it's the best thing you could have done at the time. And
Yeah.
over time you kind of get that perspective. But so I guess like the best advice in that regard is, if you like doing it, then do it, honestly. Like no
No,
one's
yeah. Do
yeah,
if
really.
it's fun, do it.
Yeah, for real. It's like the thing is like this industry is like I don't know if you have ever experienced this, but like I know in New Zealand we have like a big tall puppy syndrome thing. It's pretty
Hmm.
much where it's like you do anything different from the norm, people will try to look down, will put you down and kind of bring you
Hmm.
down. It really sucks. It's very common here, but I think in America it's like very not common because you guys have more of it around. I guess it's more common for you guys. So yeah, if you genuinely to the people watching, if you like something and you want to do something, do it. Just
Yeah.
get out there and do it. Why not?
Like take go fulfill your passion. Like if you like painting, go paint. And if
Yeah,
you're not great at it, like paint something small. Like paint like do a fruit painting. Do
yeah.
like paint your favorite like stuffed animal. Paint your fumo or whatever.
What the what Fumo? What's
The,
that?
those are like those like weirdly shaped like plushies of like anime characters and stuff.
Oh, I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that.
Oh,
I thought you said like Domo. You remember Domo? Do you know what Domo is?
that's like the brown guy with the red mouth.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
Domo. Yeah, big
yeah.
up Domo. Oh my god.
He was the villain in this is gonna be a weird ass pull, but like you know the Duck Life games.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
wasn't he the villain in like Duck Life 3 Evolution?
Was he? There was a third Duck Life. I didn't.
I
I don't.
there's five of them. There's like five
What?
or six of them.
Okay, I need to catch up. What the hell?
No, I just know like you like had to create like a the perfect like evolution, like perfect duck to evolve, and like you the final level is just like you escaping from like a bunch of domos. I think
Why
that
is
could be me misremembering it, but I
maybe
don't know
what?
why.
Like, why is Domo there? Like, what? Why
I
is he that? Why is he
I
the villain?
I
What?
don't know. Brand deal. Who knows?
Nah, maybe. I don't know. Like a lot of crossover stuff is like really common nowadays. Like I know Fortnite is like the Smash Bros of like weird crossovers you just don't expect, right? Because you got Eminem in there now, and like Goku and LeBron James. You know,
I, See, you say that, but like Smash Bros was the original weird doing that. Like
oh
Smash
yeah,
Bros was already weird. I was thinking a couple days ago, like So Bad Guy could have made it into Smash. Like he totally
yeah,
could have.
he could have, but I think they're. I'm sure there's like because they got the fighting game guys. They got Street Fighter, Tekken, Fatal Fury. I think Guilty Gear will happen once they get Mortal Kombat in there. Because
Mm.
that's like the last big old one. If you want to like be really specific,
I
like
mean, hell, even now they got what is it, Lucy from Cyberpunk Edge Runners in Guilty Gear Strive now?
oh what really? I did not know
Yeah.
that. Wow, that's really cool. I did not know that. I need to look
Oh,
at that later.
lot of I'm giving you homework. I feel bad.
No, it's okay. I've been really busy, so I've not had time to catch up on anything. So like I
Nah,
need
you're
to
good.
play it. That's awesome.
Mm.
I because I saw Terry in Street Fighter 6 and he's coming out in like oh my god, he's coming out tomorrow. Jesus. Yeah, so I'm so excited.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, because oh my god, fucking Fatal Fury. I love Fatal Fury so much. And I'm glad they're
Mm-mm.
doing more crossovers.
Yeah.
But yeah. Honestly, Smash is just I think Smash is like more hype because like I remember when Sora came out. Like I saw I because I always stay up for like the announcements for like the Smash characters. Like oh man, it's great. It's so much fun. Like I wish
Mm.
I know maybe like I don't know if Sakurai said this, but for like the next Smash game, you might bring down the roster a little bit, which I can understand because I imagine it's really expensive to like get everybody in there.
Mm.
But at the same time, I kind of want him to like reach 100 characters at some point on a game roster because like I believe Smash is like at 89, so like just 11 more characters and
Mm.
get
Sprinkle atop the Smash Bros cake.
yeah exactly man. But yeah, I gotta ask Charles. Yeah, like what apart from like what kind of like apart from like cartoons and media at the time was what kind of like pushed you to just pick up voice acting and stuff like that? What was like the final push that kind of brought you into it, if you can remember?
I think the idea of like see I could go away like really easy, just like money.
Fair enough.
But like I mean I say that as a joke, but like a little bit. I think I heard like, hey, I hear voice acting pays well, and I was like, oh, that's cool. But like, I think I don't know if there was really like a final push. It was more or less just like the concept of voice acting to me that like what enthralls me is that you can get someone like like with a normal voice and they can play two separate characters with voices that you wouldn't even think is from them, but
Yeah,
they are, and it's amazing.
yeah,
Like there are two main examples that I think of when like of like voice actors who like every time they do a job I can never tell like it's the same person,
oh yeah,
and that is Tom Schalk and Xander Mobus,
yeah.
because
Oh my
I
god,
I've seen
yeah.
them in like numerous projects, and I can like their range is incredible. I massively respect their work. It
Hell
is it
yeah.
is impressive.
I love Tom, man. He's a goat. He's my guy.
Very cool guy. Very cool.
Yeah. I haven't spoken to Xander Mobus personally, but I know of his work and he's man, he's incredible. God. Wow.
Yeah. Like every time I see him in a different project, I'm like that's him. That's the same guy as Joker. That's the like it's like the vocal range is just like it's a marvel. It's so cool.
Yeah. Oh, it's really funny because like I didn't know Xander Rubis was Joker from Persona for like the longest time.
Yeah.
Because it's really interesting because like when Joker got added to Smash, I was like, okay, who plays Joker? Oh, Xander Rubis. But Xander Rubis is the announcer for Smash, so like I can only
Mm.
imagine how excited he must have been, right, when he has to like he gets to announce his own character in the game. That must have been so cool. I can't even fathom that. That's so cool.
Like there's got to be like a level like a meta weirdness to it because like you're playing a character that announces a character you play.
Yeah.
It's like there's a weird element to that. It's awesome.
Yeah, because like Xander has been the Smash announcer since Smash 4. So
Mm.
I think it was mainly just like a few more characters for Ultimate. I don't know, like, because he must have like known all the characters that must have been, coming out as DLC, you know?
Maybe.
Yeah, unless, they got announced. I was like, hey, you should announce for Steve and Alex,
Mm.
Sephiroth, you know,
Mm.
Banjo and Kazooie, that kind of stuff.
Piranha plant.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good. Oh my God.
Thank you.
I hope if they ever like in Smash Bros, Bowser Jr. is like Bowser Jr. And
Yeah.
I hope if they ever get if in an alternate reality, if they ever get Martin Luther King in the game, he has to announce it as Martin Luther King Jr. Because you know what I mean. It's not gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. Goku's gonna get in Smash before MLK, but
Martin Luther King Jr.
Also, I have to say, I've seen a couple of memes that you've made with my boy Flap Tap Phil, and
Mm.
my God, your freeze is very good. It's
Oh yeah.
deadly
I
close to
I
Chris's.
I was just talking about that. I was in a different call, like waiting for this call, so I talked about that, and a friend of both mine and Phil's, Crash Taco.
Uh,
We're all we're all
Lou,
friends. We're
yeah,
all friends.
yeah.
They DM me when I was in vacation in Asbury Park, and they were like, "Dude, I I just heard like I saw a video of the Frieza actors, and I swear to God, I thought it was you for a second, and it I was like, oh my God,
That's a compliment.
it is. I have to respectfully tell my friends like, hey, I know you guys praise my impressions really well, but like please don't say I should be the replacements for them. I don't want to get into legal trouble.
No,
I don't
that's
I
true.
don't
Fair enough.
I don't want Mike Pollock coming up to my door saying I can't do Eggman anymore. I'm scared.
Oh, wait, do you have an Eggman impression? I've never heard it.
It's pretty good. I if you follow Random Goon, he does a lot of like Sonic skits, and I do Eggman for his vids, and
Oh yeah.
it's very much just a mix of like Mike Pollock's and like Dean Bristow's
Oh
kind
yeah.
of
Fair.
like Eggman. Like it's very much just yes, down here. That's the type of voice I'm going for.
No, beautiful. Love the range there.
I'll get you, you rotten hedgehog.
Can you please say get a load of this?
Oh, of course. Wait, it's like, well, I'm confusing it for the other line. It's like, no way, I can't believe this. And what was the line?
It was like get a load of this. It's like
Get a load of this.
beautiful. Thank you. That made my day.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I know it's actually really funny because my favorite Eggman voice actor isn't even an official one. It's the fucking Snap Cube one. It's what's his
Oh,
name?
Alfred.
Alfred's like his one's my favorite.
I I think he works as a very good like Eggman tonally, but
Yeah,
voice wise, I'm not sure. Like I feel like a little tweaking could work, but like he's a good Eggman.
yeah. I mean, Alfred's Eggman is just legendary for so many
Yeah,
reasons. Oh my
yeah,
God. Like Alfred's also an animator, which like a storyboard artist. That's crazy.
yeah.
like I never would have guessed. That's almost, I don't know if you've ever mentioned that like in the workplace, but like that's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah,
But yeah,
sick.
Charles, my final question to you is what keeps you going, man?
Um, that's a really good question. I
Yes.
like pat yourself on the back there. Um, I that's a it's a very it's hard to describe, but like I guess the stuff that keeps me going is just like the fact that like if I keep going, like something good will happen. Like
Yeah.
if I keep if I like I remember like I have been in a few like highs and lows of like just like I have not really put a specific diagnosis on it. Like I have to check up with like medical business and stuff,
Yeah.
and like I need to figure out like a lot of stuff about myself, and there are a lot of things at home that like just sort of they don't help with just sort of this confusion and all that. But like the fact that I can make things that make me feel happy about myself, and that I can like there are things that I enjoy that are still getting made that I enjoy, like that keeps me going. Like that gives me a reason to be like, all right, like today is like you need to keep going. You have to like you have to like one more day, another day, like day by day, you just sort of like you just keep going, because like if you end it all now, like it's like that's just going to be something that you regret for like a long time. And it's and I like the thought has crossed my mind many times, but like there's still something to just sort of reel me back. Like there's something like if I've like plus it's like it's going to be awkward like if I end it all like one day, and like someone messages you like, hey, can you record something, like I'm that's going to be a job left undone, and I'm not going to I don't
That's
want
fair.
to I don't want to leave a job not done. Like there are opportunities that are waiting that I don't want to miss, and
Yeah.
there are people that I work with who like they they need someone to do that, and it's like
Yeah. It's
I don't.
also just a human life. A human life is very valuable, you know?
Yeah, no, it's very valuable. It's one of the best things we have as a species. It's a miracle. It's insane.
Yeah.
There's your deep sentiment for your podcast.
That was really deep. I was like, I'm 13 and this is deep. Wow.
Or put that in your r/deep.
Yeah, wow. That was a really nice answer. No, honestly, I agree. Like, you never really know. This is like the voice acting career is a I always hear it's like a marathon, it's never a sprint, and it's I cannot state like how true that is, you know,
Yeah.
because like in a few weeks, I think like 1 week, maybe 2 weeks from now, it'll be my 7 year anniversary, which is weird. But like
Mm.
I never would time just goes by just like that, you know? Um and you gotta keep going, man. Like things just happen. You can't really it's very unpredictable, you know. But
Yeah, I mean
as
like
yeah, but as long as keep improving, keep honing your space, your studio equipment, but also, your acting chops, you'll get there, you can't really put like a time on it, but I believe in you, man. You're gonna do great.
yeah, and I mean like to add more to what I was saying before, like it's not just for voice acting, it's also just for life in general.
Mhm.
Like I want to keep going because like tomorrow like another like a new Dandadan chapter's coming out, or like
Yes.
I want to make it till next week, so that way like when I'm home alone I get to like cook something that I'm going to enjoy throughout the week. Like I'm gonna like I want to make things that I'm proud of, and I want to like there are a lot of things that I just want to get done, and
Exactly, man.
I it's it's a lot. It's a lot. Like there's a lot pulling you back, but it's worth it because like you're gonna reach a point where you're glad that you made it through there,
Yeah.
and it's rewarding as hell.
Yeah, and everyone's journey is different, right? Because you're 17 right now.
Yeah.
When I was 17, with doing voiceover, I had no fucking idea what I was doing, you know. But you
Yeah.
know, you got a good head on your shoulders, and you're still very young, bro. Like, come on, you got. I think you should give yourself a bit more grace, because you know, I would say like you got a whole amazing life ahead of you, man. So you know, I know how things can be, you know, from in the ending of your teens to your 20s. Because I'm only 22, I'm still only early 20s. So like, I
Mm.
get it. I genuinely do. But you know, keep your head
That
high and just keep going, man. Genuinely.
that was another thing. Like while I was in the why are so many like things like similar talking points are being brought up in this call in the call I was waiting for after this.
Oh wow, what the hell? That's crazy.
I because like I the person I was talking to, they were like, God, I feel so old. I'm like 20 or 21. And I was like that's
That's not
like
old. Come
being
on.
yeah, no, I don't a that's another thing. I don't think age can define a person because
Yeah.
I one of my absolute favorite actors. I know like I've said before I don't have like or I don't think I've said it in here, but I a lot of people ask like what's your VO inspiration? I don't really have one because
Yeah, fair.
there are a lot of actors who I enjoy. There are a lot of actors like in and out of voice acting that do a lot of very good work. Like I could list a couple, but only if it's required. But like Barbara Goodson, she is a very talented actress, and I love her work. And like she's like I don't mean to sound rude by saying this, but like she's in her like 70s and like
Yeah, I've heard of her before. Yeah.
she is like
It's wonderful.
going she's going headstrong in her 70s. Like there's
Mm.
like age doesn't like you can like no matter what age you are, it is very important that
Yeah. It's never too
like
early or too late to, you know, find what you like doing, you know?
yeah, no, and it's and that also goes for like talent wise because like you can be like any age in your life unless you're like it like you've broken a hip or something.
Oh
But
yeah.
like
Yeah.
although even then like Mel Blanc like recorded
Mm.
episodes of the Flintstones in like a hospital bed after a car accident. Like
Did
he
he?
was
Wow, I
yeah,
did not know that.
yeah,
That's
no,
amazing.
it yeah, he was a trooper. He was a real trooper.
No, good on him.
But but like no matter what age you are, no matter who you are, identity wise, like age wise, like whoever you think you are, you have potential and you have like just you have a spark
Yeah.
that like you are a match being ready to be thrown on like a gasoline pile of potential.
Hell
Like
yeah.
okay, there's your weird metaphor, but
No,
like
I love that analogy. Thank you for giving me that. I love that.
yeah, like hell, like I've thought of this like just because like I turn 18 in a couple months and like I I've thought before like as soon as I turn 18 I am going to audition for so much and
Yes,
I'm
man.
like there are so many like projects out there who are very like for my age I've been working for a couple years as a minor in the business
Yeah.
and I like I get I get blockaded by a lot of like 18 plus projects.
Yeah,
Not in the
it's
sense
more understandably so. You know,
yeah.
there's a reason why, but yeah,
No, yeah, they don't want to work with children. They don't want to work with immature people. It's I completely get it.
yeah.
But like I completely forgot what I was going to say next.
But like, oh man, like the sea, like there's a huge light up on the horizon. Like once you're there, just go nuts, and then all more good things are gonna come your way. I promise.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Just keep going, man. I think the only thing I will say is like, it's only too late when you don't try at all.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and on that note, this interview comes to a close. Charles, thank you
Uh
so much for coming on. You've been an absolute pleasure, man.
thank you. Thank you. I appreciate being on here. It is an
Yeah.
honor.
Yeah, I remember I remember like when joining like the one of the servers with Lou and Phil, and I think you just joined there as well with Patrick as well. And it was like, oh man, like this, like it's nice to finally talk to you more in depth, you know?
Yeah.
I see you around every now and then. It's pretty good. You're doing good work, man. So just keep it up. You're gonna
Yeah,
do great.
no, I plan to do so.
Hell yeah, man.
It is a hope of mine.
Hell yeah. And Charles, where can people find you on social media and stuff?
Um, I am on Twitter casting call. I have a website on Card that's linked on my Twitter, which is at Charles underscore Murtha. I'm very active on Discord, which is at D DAD00D.
Oh, it's like da dude. Like I get it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Discord had the tag thing all mixed up. I don't know
Yeah, it's
whatever
not
they're doing. I don't know.
it's not like the number thing anymore. Well, I mean you can, but it's more words now, which I don't know how I feel about that. I miss like the old number combination, me personally.
Yeah, I much prefer that because like it was just simple. I don't know.
But at the same time, I also like the new system as well because it just looks more cleaner if you want to like link everything. If that
No,
makes sense.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
I don't know, it might just be a me thing. But
yeah,
yeah, dude, thank you so much for coming on, and thank you guys so much for watching. And we'll see you for our next interview. Bye,
yep.
everybody.
Arrivederci.